So we're looking at the main melody to the Spider-Man theme. So to play this, there's a couple notes you're going to need to know how to do. The first is a low G. On the trombone, the low G is going to be in fourth position, just like a high G, but you have to relax your lips and really use a lot of air to get that low G out. On the baritone, it's going to be the first and second valve. Same thing applies. Relax your lips, all right, first and second valve down, and use a lot of air. The other note you're going to need to know how to use is D flat. Now for trombone, D flat's going to be in fifth position, and for baritone, D flat's going to be your second and third valve. Here's what the D flat sounds like. Okay? So the main melody starts, we're going to look at this 2 measures at a time. We're going to start on that low G. All right, and then in measure 12, we're going to come across our first D flat. Here's what 11 and 12 sounds like. One more time, 11 and 12. All right, and notice how much air I'm using to get these low G's out. Also make sure you're using a good tongue on everything else. All right, so here's 13 and 14. It's going to be very similar to 11 and 12, but we're going to add a quick E flat and a quarter note D right here. So here's what 11 and 12 sounds like. One more time, 11 and 12. Measure 15 and 16, we're going to need a high G to play that, okay? So this G right here is the higher G. Here's what that sounds like, 15 and 16. Okay, and watch this rhythm here in 16. This starts with an eighth note. So the first note in 16 is going to be quick. One more time, here's 15 and 16. All right, and then we're going to look at 17, 18, and 19. For 17, 18, and 19, very similar to 11 and 12, but we're going to add this E flat and D part to end the phrase. And you got to make sure you put this right here on beat 4, okay? So here's what 17, 18, and 19 sound like. Again, listen for where this E flat and D come in. All right, to get that on the right spot, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, da da. All right, 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, so one more time, here's what 17, 18, and 19 sound like. All right, and then finally the last part, we start with a quarter note triplet, 2 quarter notes, and then we end on a low G. Now this is something that's a little bit tricky, so don't be afraid to slow it down until you have all the notes and rhythms accurately. It's more important to play the notes and rhythms accurately than to play them fast. Here's what 20 and 20 sound like. One more time, listen. So, here's what the whole Spider-Man melody sounds like. For those low G's, I want to say again how important it is to make sure you're relaxing and you're really using a lot of air. That's Spider-Man.